how to upload photos from your Google Drive, your device, your computer to Yearbook Avenue once you're ready to do it. Make sure that you have a bunch of photos. You've taken plenty. Make sure that you've reviewed them. Are they quality? Do they have people in them? Are they focused? Are they using some of those camera techniques that we've already learned and practiced? Once you've looked through the photos and you know you have a really good set of quality photos, you want to upload them to Yearbook Avenue so that they can be placed into the yearbook. Here's how you do that. Once you're logged into the program, click on Create. Scroll down to Image Library. Takes a moment to load. On the left-hand side, you'll see our categories. The category that you are most concerned with and the one that you will be using most of the time is here in Activity. Okay, so if there's a little triangle next to the name of the folder, you know that there are more folders that live in that folder. So when I click this triangle, we see all the other folders come out. These folders happen to match same folders that we have in our image library on Google Classroom. We want to keep this the same across the board. That way it's easy to find our images and easy to keep them organized. So I have a photo that I would like to upload, and so I'm going to show you how to do that. First, you want to find the folder that it lives in. Now, depending on what the photo is of, that will determine which folder you put it in, right? So I know that I have some photos from... what happened recently? Yeah, let's do Spirit Week. So I only have a few photos right now. I would normally make sure I have more before I put them in, but for the sake of showing you, we'll take a look at these ones. So in the Spirit Week folder, I can see that I've got these 3 photos to upload, and I am going to go over to Yearbook Avenue, and I'm going to find a Spirit Week folder. Now, if there isn't one that exists, then I need to create one. Spirit Week's kind of a funny one because it's like, well, what is that? Well, on Yearbook, or on Google Drive, it's under school events because it is. It's a school event. The school planned it. It was part of a school function. So I'm going to click on Dances and Events, and notice we've got this arrow here, so I'm going to click on that so I see the others. And it looks like I've already created a Spirit Week folder. I just don't have any pictures in it yet. So once I'm clicked on the Spirit Week folder, I can go up to Upload. And then you can upload images directly from your phone or your computer if they're saved to your phone or your computer. If they are saved to the Google Drive, which is where they should live because that's where we house everything for easy access and sharing, I'm going to click on Google Drive. It'll ask me one more time to click on Google Drive. It'll have you verify your regular school Gmail login information. And then we'll ask you, hey, is it okay if they steal some of your files? And you say, yes, I allow you to do that. And then you'll head into a page that looks a lot like your Google Drive. If you have your shortcut image library set up, just click on that. If you don't, you're going to have to go find the image library, which is why we created that shortcut. So talk to Miss Kelly if you don't know how to do that or don't have it. We see our folders here. We know that we're looking at school events. So there's current events. Here's school events. If I click on school events and I click on Spirit Week, I have a few ways to select these images. I can click on them one at a time, but then that will only let me click on one at a time. So if I want to grab all 3 of them by clicking individually, I will hit the Control or Command button on an Apple, and then I will click while holding down that button, and it will allow me to select more than one thing at once. Anything that's blue is going to be uploaded once you hit select. The second way I can grab images, and this is really useful especially if you have a lot of images you're uploading, is find either the top or bottom of the space, click and hold. So my finger is still holding down on the mouse, and then I'm going to drag the mouse across whatever files I want to grab. And this works in any direction, left, right, up, down, whichever is suitable for what you're grabbing. Then I'm going to click select, and it will start processing those photos. If they're processing, they'll be yellow, and as you're seeing here, as they download and finish, they will say done. So wait until all of them download, because sometimes something doesn't download correctly and you need to go sort out the situation. So I'm going to hit the X. We've got our photos in here. Secondly, I want to make sure I tag any photos that I upload. I highly recommend you tag the photos as soon as you upload them, because this is often something that gets put off to the side and then not done, and then it is a very annoying large task later on at the end of the year when we have to have all of the images tagged. So I know for a fact that this is a student that I have, and he even named it with this way so that I've got that. I'm going to go ahead and tag him now. So see this box down here says show faces. If I unclick it, it goes away, but if I click it and there are faces that the computer detects, it will put a box around them. Now there's a little bit of blur here, which is why it's not detecting his face. So all I need to do is click on his face, and it will create a little tag box for me. So whatever face is in this box is the one I'm tagging right now. I click on the name area. I start typing either his first or last name, either way works, and it will populate the students that have already been preloaded into the system. I will select Benjamin's name, it has his grade, and now we know that this is Benjamin. And then I click Done. Notice what happens there, especially after I refresh, is that Benjamin's picture, right here, there is a green tag on the bottom left-hand corner now. That tells me that it has been tagged. At least one person in the picture has been tagged. It doesn't say if they've all been tagged, so that's something to consider. If you tag one but not someone else, you got to remember to come back and make sure that everyone is tagged. And then these gray tags mean that they haven't been tagged, so I will need to do that next in part of my process. So upload your photos, tag them, and then head over to Layout Pro to start laying out your images.